Hey guys, I wanted to, my hair looks terrible. I just got out of the shower and I don't normally wear it down because it's so thin. But I wanted to talk about the cost of getting the work done that I have done. Um, the expense, the cost, what you can do. If you are somebody like me that's wanting something more secure than just a regular denture, and you are wanting to look into getting implants and a snap-in denture, I'll go over what you can do, some of the steps you can take to be able to afford it or to get the cost down. I paid $6,000 cash for work on top only. I've got 6 mini implants on top, and right now I've got a temporary plate in. I'm not completely finished with the work. I go back in 4 weeks to have the master impression done. But $6,000 cash. $1,000 of that was IV sedation. You don't have to be put to sleep. The only reason I did was because I have pretty bad anxiety and I have trouble sitting still for a long period of time. You can go the route of doing oral sedation. What they will do is they will give you a prescription to get filled for something like Valium. They gave me Ativan. This was before I decided to do the IV sedation. But you get that filled, and they'll give you instructions to take 2 pills the night before, or a pill the night before surgery. The morning of surgery, they'll usually tell you to take 2 an hour before your appointment, and then bring the rest of the medication with you to your appointment. Okay, so that can save you $1,000. So we're down to $5,000. Another $800 of my cost was for extractions. I had 4 teeth left on top that had to be pulled. Okay, so it was $800 on that to have the extractions done. Now, had I have been patient and done a little more research, I could have knocked that off of the cost. I do have some insurance. It's very minimal on what it covers as far as dental work. It does cover extractions. So I could have gotten the teeth pulled through just a regular dentist and used my insurance and not paid anything. Okay, so now we're down to $3,200. I didn't have a plate made before I went in. I had a partial that I had used for a short period of time, but I had a crown that was holding that partial in place, and that ended up falling out. So I basically went without teeth until I went in and had the surgery and got my temporary plate. If you are someone that already has dentures and you just want something more secure, some dentists, if you go in to get the implants, depending on how old your plate is and what kind of shape it's in, you could use that plate. They'll charge you for your implants, and then they'll take and modify the plate, cut the palate off, because with the snap-in dentures, right now I have a full top plate that has a palate. Once I am complete with this process, the whole palate will be shaved off. So I'll just have like the horseshoe that'll snap in. So if you're in a regular denture, then, and it's not that old and it can be used, they will take that and modify that. So I don't know how much the denture cost, so I couldn't tell you how much that would take off of the cost. Also, there are so many dentists and places doing implants anymore. It's a lot more common than it was when it first came out. So prices have gone down. If you get, like me, if you get the mini implants are a lot cheaper than full dental implants. Now, I had some bone loss on top. So even if I would have had the money to get the full implants, then I didn't have the bone on top to do that. I just didn't. he had to do several x-rays to make sure that I had enough bone for the mini implants. The mini implants aren't as big as a full implant. Now, the only reason you would get regular implants versus the minis is if you had the money and you wanted to get something that did not come out. My dentist had where you could get mini implants and a snap-in denture. You can get full implants and a denture that you remove to clean only, I think, and it has a bar on it. And then you could get full implants and a plate that is permanent. It's called all-on-4. And the only way that comes out is when you go to the dentist and he removes it to clean it. I wanted to go that route, but it was quite a bit more expensive. And like I said, I didn't have the bone available. I mean, all my teeth had been gone on top except for 4 on the right side. I haven't had back teeth in years. So I had pretty extensive bone loss. And I'm very grateful that I was even able to get the minis in because I actually wasn't sure. But I will do anything I can to help anybody that has any questions. You know, and I know you're thinking, well, I'm in a different state, but that doesn't matter. I mean, I'm very good at doing research. And I'll do what I can for anybody that has questions, anybody that doesn't know where to start. If you let me know, I'll do what I can to help. But, you know, most dentists do offer financing. I was very fortunate to have had some retirement from working at a company for 11 years. I was able to cash out on that, and I used that to have my dental work done. But had I not have had that, I would have probably done financing. Most dentists have a financing option, and they usually go through Care Credit. I think most of the dentists that I've been to use something called Care Credit. And a lot of times Care Credit will offer something where you have 0% interest if you can pay it off within 6 months or a year or something like that. So you have that. And then, like, my dentist also offered financing through, I believe, Wells Fargo. Now, I still have my regular bottom teeth. And I'm going to keep them for as long as I can. But when I do go to have that work done, I'll have to finance it. Not unless I can maybe try to save some money up between now and whenever. But if anybody has any questions, I know a lot of people have asked me the cost, how much I paid. Anybody has any questions, just leave it in the comments and I'll do what I can to help. I'll answer any questions I can, and I can hopefully direct you in the right place. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.